Mumbai, the financial capital of the country and also the capital of the state of Maharashtra. Which way will Maharashtra vote? The Maha Vikas Aghadi or the Mahayuti? Well, we're going to have a conversation, a no-holds-barred conversation, but I'm just hoping it's civil and it's understandable and it's polite, despite the kind of war of words that's going on out on the electoral battlefield. With me, Sanjay Jha, to my left, representing the Maha Vikas Aghadi fundamentals, along with also the thought processes of the Congress Party. But right next to him is someone who's stood steadfast despite the turmoil within his party, and he stood steadfast with Sharad Pawar and Supriya Sule's Clyde Castro is an old friend, so we may have political differences, but dil hamare mile hai na, matbhed ho sakte hain, manbhed nahi over a lot of issues, political and otherwise. But with me, another old friend. He's one of the first people to champion the issue about 370. Rajiv Pandey, a lawyer, but also spokesperson of the BJP. So meeting some old friends while I'm in Bengaluru and making some new friends. Sushi Ben Shah with us. She's been on the right stand before, but first time meeting her in person. And we should have Swagata Shah of the NCP, Ajit Pawar, also in with us in this conversation in a bit. So Maha Vikas Aghadi and Mahayuti. Where are you going to start? Let's start with you, Sanjay Jha. Now, let me ask you this. Has it now, why is every election, and especially in these direct fights, especially where the BJP and the Congress are at it, and there's a sizable number of seats this time around, what do you think is going to happen? Because that perhaps is going to decide the direction this election takes.
Well, like all elections, I think this is going to be a tricky one to predict. Every side will say we're going to win. But let me just kind of calm that enthusiasm a little bit. I think we tend to be very arrogant when we say we are going to win. I don't think voters like to hear that language. They want to hear the confidence. They don't like to hear the arrogance. I think the real issue, Anand, in this election, besides the fact that I think a lot of people in Maharashtra are rather miffed with the kind of mechanics that were deployed to divide both the NCP and Shiv Sena. I mean, that is a very psychological, emotional factor in this election. I mean, while fundamentals definitely are going to be the dominant play. So the one point is the headline of today, Anand. Retail inflation, as in food inflation, is nearing double digits. Yeah. And we are talking about a 6.2% level of consumer inflation. And that is hitting people, whether you are a Maratha, whether you are a OBC, whether you're a Brahmin, whether you're a Dalit, whether you are an Adivasi, it doesn't make any difference at all. So you see, issues that cut across religion, that cut across the caste dynamics, and therefore I call it inflation is going to be a significant factor. The second big play is going to be undoubtedly unemployment. Maharashtra, you and I have been here for donkey's years. Maharashtra is not just another state. It's the commercial and investment capital of this country. And to see this state struggle with young demography struggling for jobs. So I would say unemployment, inflation, definitely the slow pace of development. I was looking at the CSDS survey that added agriculture and rural distress. One of the reasons why I think
but these are
the
issues,
dynamics are playing
these
out.
are issues that have been there for decades, when even the Congress Party was at the helm along with the NCP. But the one charge, Clyde, with the Congress, NCP and the Maha Vikas Aghadi is that you have never been able to give stability. When was the last time when an NCP Congress combined was on power and you had 5 years of the same term as of chief minister? So and stability, consistency in policy. These are questions that are being asked. Or is that not the discourse on ground at all? It's a totally different conversation that we are having in our studio and what's happening on ground.
So there are two parts to what you asked me, and I'd like to make it very clear. You're talking about, change of chief ministers. See, as you grow, the government that is in place, the party, thinks of giving better governance to people, right? So if that calls for a change in leadership, keeping that government, that party together, fine, but a new leader is obviously going to bring change and for the betterment. And the second thing that we are talking about is what the current scenario is. And the current scenario today, I'll tell you very clearly, and there may be difference of opinions in what I'm trying to say, but today, your question was, like Sanjay said, anybody says we are going to win. I'm not going to say we are definitely going to win, but I'll tell you what. I have faith in the people of Maharashtra, the voters of Maharashtra, and that faith gives me confidence of winning.
Well, we got Swagata Shah also joining us from NCP, Ajit Pawar right now. But let me ask you this. If you are not able to have a proper succession plan within your own unit that you founded when you broke away from the Congress, when I say you, it is Sharad Pawar Sahab, how can you look at stability and continuity and a plan when you're in government? So because the day, I remember that moment at that Kitab Vimochan, of his autobiography or biography, he said he wants to retire. Look, all hell broke loose. Nobody wanted him to retire because there was no succession plan. And there was always between the daughter and the nephew this whole tussle. It's an open secret. So I'm just asking, if you are not able to settle an issue there, how can you go to the people and say, I'm going to give you consistency in governance?
How do you know there was no succession plan? You don't know it.
Okay.
You can say you're
I'm
an
saying
anchor.
the perception. I may be wrong. Yeah, I'm just
fair
saying.
enough.
Yeah,
you have your prerogative to have your perception. Point here is, if my leader said that he wanted to retire, it is my wish, my will that I don't want him to retire. So that's how it played out. But that does not mean we do not have succession plan. And let me tell you one thing very clearly. Succession plan was always in place. Things were already demarcated. Ajit Pawar ji had everything going for him. He decided to go. Fair enough, he decided to go. But that does not mean that he was not going to be there. See, I'll tell you very clearly. Supriya Sule ji has been on record saying that if he had asked for it, whatever he wanted, we would have given it to him. But that's not the reason why he left. And he said this very clearly also. That's not the reason why he left. So that is something within the party. What we are talking about, just give me a few seconds.
There is a reason why I'm going a little back into flashback mode, because the genesis of it all started when this whole thing, this whole breaking up things happened. Whether Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray or Uddhav Thackeray broke away from the Mahayuti then and joined the Congress, formed government. We had COVID, 2.5 years of chaos, and then all hell breaks loose. So I'm just asking.
No, so I'll tell you, Anand.
For me, that's the trigger point.
So
I'm
I'll
just
explain this to you. I'll explain
from
this
that
to
book
you.
launch.
I'll explain this to you. It's human nature. When you want to do something against somebody, or you want to sort of take a step that is not right, it's human nature, you would find an excuse somewhere. And I think Ajit Pawar used this excuse to do what he wanted to do. He's done it. All the best to him.
See, because he was sworn in as chief minister, he did join hands with Devendra Fadnavis, and then he came back into the NCP. ये हो क्या रहा है? सब लोग बीजेपी को कह रहे हैं कि आप लोगों ने ये सब किया है, महाराष्ट्र में गोंधड़ बीजेपी की वजह से हो रहा है.
Anand,
is that true or false? Agree,
it's
disagree?
completely false. I will just demolish whatever is their argument in a minute. You tell me why NCP was formed. What was the reason that Sharad Pawar Saheb divided Congress Party and formed another party? And within 2 months, he started sitting with the same Sonia Gandhi, and the issue of foreign origin, she is an Italian lady, that has gone into the wind. So Sharad Pawar Sahab is a habitual flip-flop wala. Now again, second point I'll say, I think Castro... No, sir, if you do this, then I will be...
Not at you, I'm raising a finger so he gets my attention.
I'm not the very first line I am saying, Sharad Pawar Saheb divided Congress Party and joined Sonia Gandhi within 60 days. One. And they are saying that we have not done development. 2014 to 19, we governed Maharashtra under the leadership of Devendra ji. And we went to election. People of Maharashtra voted overwhelmingly to BJP. 70% is our strike rate. Shiv Sena also won 56 seats because of us. That is the second point. Now you remember 2014, what happened? All party contested at their own strength. What happened? We became the #1 party, 122 seats. And Sharad Pawar Saheb, without asking the support, supported BJP government outside, ditching the Congress Party. So telling that BJP has divided is am I wrong? If I am wrong,
let him make his point.
NCP offered outside support to BJP government. What for? That means now you are saying I am stating facts. Let first we should state facts that Sharad Pawar Saheb first ditched people of Maharashtra by supporting a foreign origin lady and joined hands in the government in Maharashtra. And second time when BJP came with 122 seats, offered support from outside. Now I am coming to the current position. I am showing the character of NCP. I am right now showing. Now what has happened? That Ajit Dada Pawar took oath with Devendra ji. They said, no, we don't want. Then how you have taken him back? That means there may be whatever Ajit Dada Pawar ji is saying today, that looks, that was correct. That he went with the blessings of Sharad Pawar Sahab. The issue, main issue is, these are all things I have discussed because both of my NCP and Congress or Hamara Congress, they are talking about all these things. I am saying BJP is going to election on their work. On your channel, I am saying. When I did show on UP election, I said, if Yogi Adityanath ji has not done work, we will lose UP. And not once, at least 10 times I have stated on your channel or your sister concern channels. I am saying, if Devendra Fadnavis ji, Eknath Shinde ji, if you have not done work, we will lose. What work we have done in Mumbai only, you have come, just take a ride.
Okay.
Last line, just take a ride, see the coastal road, go to Atal Setu, go to International Airport. These two people were in power for continuously 15 years.
I'll tell you what, Mumbai,
40 years back, they let them laugh. People will laugh at them. Don't worry. They are laughing for 15 years.
No.
You're not allowing me to complete, sir. Only one last line.
So you
I'm saying in Mumbai, just closing, last line. Mumbai-Delhi road, Samriddhi Mahamarg, Atal Setu, International Airport, Greenfield Airport, all these things were in the mind of Congress and NCP Sharad Pawar Sahib for 40 years. We concluded in 7 years.
And just one point. Just one point.
I need to rebut on that one.
Just one point. Just one point. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I mean, Pandiji took a long time.
30 seconds each with your permission. 30 then I'll come to you.
Let them answer on all the perspectives.
Just 30 seconds. Please, मैं आपसे request कर रहा हूँ, and then I'll give you 1 minute extra, both to you and to Swagata ji. 30 seconds on the clock, huh, ji, sir?
Anand, Pandiji talked a lot about infrastructure. Let me just remind him of two things. आपने तो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का जो मूर्ति है ना, उसको भी आप नहीं बचा पाए. आप राज्य क्या चलाएंगे?
अच्छा,
दूसरी बात, जरा बिहार का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देखा है बीजेपी के अंदर क्या हुआ है? 15 bridges collapsing within 1 month. ये आपका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है. क्या बात कीजिएगा?
Pause. He's made the intervention. I'll come to you. Okay, 30 seconds to you.
No, 30 seconds. Just give me a minute. No, I'll tell you 2 points. Let's be civil.
30 seconds.
2 points. First and foremost, let me make this very clear to you and everybody, whether they want to believe it or not. Pawar Saab did not divide the Congress. Now, hear this. I know exactly what it is. There was a discussion that Mrs. Sonia Gandhi should take over as the president at that time. And what will be the points that will be raised if she takes over? Pawar Saab, being very articulate and a political astute thinker, what he said, point A, this could happen, point B, this could happen. And one of the points he raised at that time was that her foreign origin could be the question. Hear me out. Now, those in every party, the people don't get along. Some people took advantage of that, and they went and said that he's raising this issue. And he did not leave the party. He was asked to leave the party, and then Rajiv Pandey, my friend, said that within 60 days they came together. That's the answer there. That there was nothing with Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. There was no question of her origin. Right. He raised that one. Okay. Listen, second point, very clear. He said Pawar Saab extended support from outside. Yes, he did. I'm not going to deny that. But what was the answer? He said, we've just had an election. And if the government cannot be formed, we do not want the people of Maharashtra to go back to election. One second.
Thank you.
Go back to the ballot again. Okay.
No, one second. I'll finish it. We cannot go back to election. Therefore, he said, let's do this for now and we'll take it later.
Okay, we'll take it later. But at multiple points in time, the political balance in Maharashtra has swung this way and that. And we also know that Balasaheb Thackeray and Sharad Pawar, although very fierce political rivals, were also very good friends. Now, coming to you, Sushibhen, one of the questions that being asked, and I'll come to you also after that. Within the Mahayuti, the BJP is the strongest, is what they have said. What is Eknath Shinde and your party's position? You have the bow and arrow symbol, but do you have the confidence of the people? Lok Sabha elections, you claimed, and Eknath Shinde ji also claimed, that the core Shiv Sena voter actually came and voted for Eknath Shinde ji and his party. The UBT actually got the benefit of the Muslim votes, the and also the largely Congress NCP votes. That's what propped them up. This election, what's changed?
Yeah, good evening to all, and let me tell you this. Maharashtra has to move beyond Pawars and Thackerays. And as far as the Mahayuti is concerned, we have a rickshawala being the chief minister and a chaiwala being the prime minister. So Maharashtra is going to vote on development. As far as we are concerned, the symbol is with us. we have a CM, a common man, who's based his, whether it be Fadnavis ji, whether it be Ajit Dada, we have based our policies on.
Just pull that mic up.
Sorry.
Haan.
Based our policies on welfare and development, justice for all, appeasement to none. Now, these are the founding principles of our Mahayuti, and therefore you see across Maharashtra, across Mumbai, you see development. I think both my dear friends were having a laughing stock about Shivaji statue, unfortunately falling down. Prime Minister had a large heart to say sorry. I would tell them on this show, can they ask Rahul Gandhi to say sorry about Veer Savarkar? Can Rahul Gandhi or Congress say 5 good things about Bala Saheb Thackeray? वो कभी होना नहीं है.
Forget about one, they cannot.
One. चलो one भैया. So therefore, the Maharashtra's voters are very sound-minded. They know where to take Maharashtra on stability. Allow me. You gave a free run to my two friends, which I don't mind, but same thing. So therefore, the Maharashtra voters are very sure what they are voting for. They are voting for stability. They are voting for security. In 10 years, there has not been a single loss of life because of a bomb blast or a terrorist attack. Prior to that, I mean, we have history. I don't want to repeat myself. As far as Pawarji is concerned, Sharad Pawarji is concerned, he's a grand old man of politics, and we hope that he lives for 100 healthy years. But his public statements and his public acts are more often than not contradictory.
The core Shiv Sena voter, let's go out in Mumbai. Are they turning around and asking you, ये क्यों किया?
क्यों?
पार्टी क्यों तोड़ी?
पहले क्यों नहीं किया?
क्यों और ऐसा बोल रहे हैं?
Now I'll tell you the reason why. There is nothing to laugh, Clyde. I'm a grounds worker. I'm working in Worli.
My smile is not a laughter, please. I'm just smiling.
She's allowed to react.
See, unfortunately, maybe Clyde can have the smile because they are non-existent in Mumbai, Thana and Kokar. So therefore, I can understand whether it's smirk or a laugh. So we leave it at that.
She's existing not that you are existent in the rest of
This is not right, Anand. This is not right.
Don't be rowdy, no, please. I request you. Let us speak. Let us speak.
Sahi baat sunne ki.
Let us speak.
Right. Now, coming back to this. As far as Shiv Sena is concerned, we have the Dhanushya Ban. We have Eknath Shinde as the chief minister, and we appreciate the large heart of BJP. The Marathi voters, right? The first issue of Shiv Sena was Marathi voters, thereafter Hindutva. The birth was because of Marathi Manus and Marathi voters, and then they shifted to Hindutva when they joined BJP. The alliance that the Congress and the so-called Maha Vikas Aghadi had was based on compromise. The DNA never matched. It was because of the Thackeray's lust for power and the lust for bringing his son onto the governing seat that this happened.
Absolutely.
We are going together. He's my leader. He's my leader.
Best is the CM candidate.
अच्छा आपने बोला कि यहाँ पर कोई मनभेद नहीं था, आइडियोलॉजिकल अलाई, वहाँ कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं था?
No, compromise, yes. I'll tell you this. I've always believed, and I always say it publicly, and so has our chief minister and deputy chief minister said कि हमारी जो alliance है BJP के साथ, वो it is a good old alliance over years, based on our DNA, based on our ideology. As far as with NCP is concerned, it's a political alliance. It's a political adjustment, and we are not running away from it. We are very vocal to say that he is our partner. We are going together. कदम से कदम मिला के, but you ask for
अजित पवार का नाम लेकर
देखिए
बॉस यू सेड वॉमिट कर देंगे अजित पवार के नाम
संजय what the Congress had to say, what the Congress had to say about Uddhav Thackeray and about Shiv Sena is also on record. What the Uddhav Thackeray and what Congress had done, what Shiv Sena did. नहीं उससे ज़्यादा नहीं उससे भी ज़्यादा बोला गया है. I don't want to get into that. Let her speak. She has not spoken yet. She has not spoken yet. अच्छा स्वागता जी. One of the questions.
आप इतनी बेइज्जती करती कैसी है?
नहीं.
जब तीर पीछे जाता है तभी आगे जाता है, ये याद रखिए सर. और हम अगर सरकार के साथ जुड़े हैं तो प्रोग्रेस के लिए जुड़े. See, Ajit Dada Pawar sir is a very hard-working man, and according to our party policies, action speaks louder than words. So, सीनियर पवार सर क्या बोलते हैं, बाकी लोग क्या बोलते हैं, उससे कोई मतलब नहीं बनता है. शासन कौन अच्छा चलाता है?
He's a no. See, there is no
doubt about it.
There is no denying the fact.
Wonderful finance.
He's a fantastic. He's a fantastic administrator, and within the.
Boss, 70,000 crore scam.
Please don't do this. No.
Please don't do this.
Please don't do this. I'm requesting you. She has not spoken all this. She has not spoken all this.
No. 70,000 crore scam.
Please, okay.
क्या administration?
12 साल पहले की बात मत करो.
Listen, all of you, please. No, let her speak.
I'm not here to pinpoint on someone's past stories, who said what and who said no, what not. I don't want to get there. See, let's focus on current election and let's focus on current.
Okay, if that is the case, if that is the case, let me. Why is Nawab Malik contesting from Anushakti Nagar? Why is Ajit Dada Pawar going and saying things to certain friends in the media in podcasts and interviews where he is making certain claims as to who was sitting where and what's happening? Why is all of this coming?
See, sir, according to our party policies, or you can say according to our party thinking, we give chance to everyone. We don't do caste politics. Nawab Malik sir has been part of our party. And has been part of NCP since the time.
But that seat belongs to somebody in the Mahayuti, that is Eknath Shinde ji's party candidate was announced. उसके बाद भी आपने वहाँ खड़ा किए तो ये political alliance नहीं हुआ, ये आपस में आप तो लड़ते हुए नहीं दिख रहे हैं.
So लड़ते हो रहे होते तो अब तक लड़ाई चल रही होती सर. Contest तो कर रहे हैं ना.
5 is not much. On 288 seats. No, hold on. On 200. Gentlemen, please.
Otherwise, we'll have to interrupt.
As far as Mahayuti,
you're coming back here, right?
Gentlemen, let us speak.
You will get a fair share.
Susiben, please let us speak. थोड़ा please request. उन्होंने बोला नहीं. I want to keep the level discourse to be civil. Please engage, but let us speak and then let's open it up for a debate. हाँ जी.
See, so तो sir, if there would have been a little more dispute, तो आज साथ में नहीं होते सर.
नहीं साथ में होना मजबूरी है या ये स्ट्रैटेजी है कि हम आपस में गुड कॉप बैड कॉप खेलते हैं कि वहाँ ऑपोजिशन कंफ्यूज हो जाए, ऐसा है क्या? मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आपसे.
नहीं है सर.
मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ that अनुशक्ति नगर deliberately नवाब मालिक
में भी कुछ बुराई नहीं है.
See, honestly speaking,
संजय भाई,
मैं मॉडरेट कर रहा हूँ कि आप कर रहे हो, मुझे समझ में नहीं आता.
सबका साथ सबका विकास. हम महायुति के साथ जुड़े हैं इसलिए ताकि हम जनता का विकास कर सकें.
नहीं, but आपको नहीं लगता ग्राउंड पर the NCP voter, he is deliberate, he is enjoying this. He's enjoying it. But I can see that also. But don't you think on ground? Just one last question and then I'll come to this side. On ground, there may be a perhaps cohesion in terms of the ideological positions and because they fought together in the past.
Yes.
The vote transfer and the NCP cadre that's backing Ajit Dada Pawar not voting for the BJP or Eknath Shinde ji's Shiv Sena's candidate and vice versa. Was that not seen in Lok Sabha?
So, sir, during Lok Sabha election, the scenario was completely different. And now during MLA election, the scenario is completely very different. See, Ajit Dada Pawar, sir, has major backing in rural area. And he has promised to deliver a lot of, he has already delivered also a lot of things which he has promised in rural area, like बहुत सारा
But in terms of yield of seats, the total number of seats that NCP Ajit Pawar is contesting, how many seats are you confident of winning? Are you confident of a 70% conversion? Because for that 70%
not
conversion,
70%, sir, 90%.
You're saying 90%.
90%.
No, for that, इनका vote transfer होना जरूरी है. इनका वोट ट्रांसफर होना जरूरी है, वो होगा कि नहीं होगा?
सर मैं जो कंफर्म होता है मैं उसके बारे में बात करती हूँ।
स्वागत है जी। आपका जो ये महायुति है उसका खुलासा करना मैं समझता हूं कि जनता के हित में अनिवार्य है। अजीत पवार जी हैज पब्लिकली स्टेटेड that he does not want Mr. Modi, Mr. Adityanath and Mr. Amit Shah to campaign in any of the constituencies where the NCP is contesting, NCP Ajit Pawar. यही आपका यूनिटी। आप इतने शर्म किस आप इतने शर्मसार क्यों हैं?
Okay. No. You have made an allegation. Let her respond.
That is out of confidence. We have confidence that we will win.
क्या बात है?
So.
And let the child, hold on. Let the child
in Amravati.
ये alliance है
No, you know, this is not a teleprompter.
No,
hold on.
don't
Sanjay bhai, this is not a 1 minute teleprompter. Hold on. Sanjay bhai, it cannot be a 1 way traffic. You suddenly become the anchor, the teleprompter. It's not very unlikely. Now let me answer to this. As far as Amravati is concerned, no one can deny that Ajit Dada is the man. He will romp home, and the statement that you said, don't mislead. You have this bad habit of faking narratives, making false perception. He said only in Amravati. Please guys, do not. Sorry, Bharamati. अमरावती भी हम जीतेंगे। इन विदर्भ आई एम टेलिंग यू, तो कांग्रेस वाला तो है नहीं भैया, डर के मारे भाग गए होंगे। अमरावती में आप देखिएगा, विदर्भ में बीजेपी एंड कोकण, थाना एंड मुंबई, we will get the maximum seats and we'll romp home.
Okay, now Clyde. Clyde. So you are saying that was only for Baramati. The PM does not need to come.
Baramati was tell you why she's wrong. The reason why Ajit Dada Pawar has said this is because their campaign, the BJP's campaign, and I think the because their campaign is
absolutely wrong.
Their campaign is about बटेंगे तो कटेंगे and Mr. Pawar
you know what
एक
मिनट आप बिहार से ना नहीं आप बिहार से आप बिहार से मैं इनसे पूछा सुनिए बटेंगे तो कटेंगे मतलब क्या बताइए
एक बात बताएं
नहीं बटेंगे कटेंगे मतलब क्या
बताइए जी मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ बताइए मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ हम एक हैं हम सेफ हैं
एक है तो नेक है बटेंगे तो कटेंगे एकता में ही शक्ति है तो बटेंगे तो अगर इसमें कौन सा डिविजिव इसमें कौन सा आप जो आपकी तरफ से जो पर्चे बट रहे हैं आपकी तरफ से जो पर्चे बट रहे हैं कि एक पर्टिकुलर समुदाय विशेष जो है एक साथ अपना वोट दे दे अगर जो वोट नहीं देगा वो मुनाफिक है ये उलेमा काउंसिल लिख रहा है और नीचे महा विकास अघाड़ी का पर्चा छप रहा है वो बड़ा क्या वो बड़ा ये
बटेंगे तो कटेंगे is what I'll tell you. Congress party was there in 1947. हमको बांट दिया और काट दिया।
अरे आप तो
आज इन्होंने क्या किया? 30 लाख हिंदुओं का 30 लाख हिंदुओं के खून इनके सर पे लगा हुआ है, इनके माथे पे लगा हुआ है। उसके लिए बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वी आर सफरिंग एंड बटेंगे तो कटेंगे। वन सेकेंड बटेंगे तो कटेंगे। Our first Yogi Adityanath ji Maharaj has said, then our Prime Minister has said,
एक है तो
सेफ है,
एक है तो नेक है बोला, एक है तो नेक है बोला उन्होंने,
एक है तो सेफ है। और देखिए एक बात
तो इसमें डिवीजन कहां से आ गया?
मैं बताता हूं
इसमें डिवीजन now let them speak. Okay, okay, go. No, one minute. Okay. No, we are all one. No, in your party also.
पॉइंट तो देने दीजिए यार,
दीजिए
और बात करने दे दो
आप ही दीजिए।
Let's not hackle each other, please.
You say
I have a point to make.
Whose party leader said that if anybody who talks about 4% reservation Muslims, I will back them.
That's
Why was that said?
Who said Mansoor?
Why was
that?
that?
A lot of things.
What kind of game was? What kind of game was that?
की बात करते हैं।
Who said? Okay. Let Clyde speak. Let Clyde speak, please.
I request you. I'm going to make a point on what you said, so please don't heckle me.
Not at all.
Please. Now, Susi Ben said that 70,000 crore irrigation scam is a 12-year-old issue.
Which is acceptable.
No, it's not.
Adding to that.
Yeah, no. अभी सुन लो ना सुसी बेन। भोपाल में लोकसभा इलेक्शन के पहले 6 महीने पहले भी नहीं होगा, आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जो मेरे प्रधानमंत्री भी है उन्होंने क्या 70,000 करोड़ स्कैम 4 दिन बाद अजीत पवार जी को ले लिया। एक बात आपको बताता हूं, आज भी मैं कहता हूं, आई वर्क क्लोजली विद अजीत दादा, एस्ट्यूट हार्ड वर्किंग मैन। नो लिसन, यू डोंट हैव टू थैंक मी, nobody can take that away from him. Okay, also at the same time It still hurts me when somebody sitting next to him says, "मेरे को उल्टी आती है." I don't understand how Swagata can even accept. I'm very happy today that Sushi, when I know her well,
Correct.
she is not feeling that way. Well, सुन लीजिए ना मेरी बात. अभी मैं हैकल नहीं कर रहा था.
मैं आप ही सुनो ना, मैं आप ही को पूछ रहा हूँ. नहीं, आपको ये सब याद है.
सुनो ना मेरी बात.
बट बाला साहब ठाकरे ने शरद पवार के बारे में क्या बोला? बाला साहब ठाकरे ने सोनिया गांधी के बारे में क्या बोला? उद्धव ठाकरे ने अशोक चौहान के बारे में क्या बोला? उद्धव ठाकरे ने विलास साहब का विलास. तो अगर वो सब के बाद ये लोग साथ में बैठ के आप बात कर सकते हैं तो क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
ऐसी सुनिए. अरे लिसन बाबा, आई डोंट हैकल, आई डोंट हैव द हैबिट ऑफ हैकलिंग. मेरी बात सुनिए. अगर ऐसी बात करनी है तो ऐसी बहुत सारी बातें भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं ने दे हैव सेड अबाउट अजीत दादा पवार.
करेक्ट.
सो अभी इक्वेशन चेंज हो गया ना. अरे सुनो ना,
बहुत सारी बातें हैं जो शिवसेना और कांग्रेस के बीच में हुई है, उद्धव और कांग्रेस के बीच में भी हुई है. तो आप लोग महाविकास आघाड़ी तो
स्वागता जी, hold on. I don't like to heckle, so I will not heckle you.
Okay.
I have the guts to accept those things. To accept things have been said, but currently what is the situation? They are together. My point is, now let me get to the point. Okay, I have said about Ajit Pawar ji, I have said it. My point is, let's talk about Nawab Malik ji. That is a point which has to be discussed. You know it, and all the people know here how close I was with Mr. Nawab Malik, and he was our chief spokesman. I worked with him. The BJP, including Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, ran him down saying underworld connection, Dawood ka admi, sab kuch.
Yeah, but what Mr. Nawab Malik said about Mr. Fadnavis and Mrs. Fadnavis is also very uncharitable.
Agreed. वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Good, you brought that point out.
Yeah, correct.
वही इतना सब होने के बाद और आपके जरिए news through you I've heard that Mr. Amit Shah did not want Nawab Malik to get that ticket. Ajit Pawar goes against it for whatever reason, because that man deserves to be there, whatever it may be. He gives them the ticket. तो अगर महायुति कहती है कि हमारा कोई लेना देना नहीं है, हमारा वहां करने, तो आप डिसोसिएट करिए ना.
महाविकास आघाड़ी में कोई भी ऐसे रेबल कैंडिडेट्स नहीं है जो कि उद्धव ठाकरे के वार्निंग के बावजूद, कांग्रेस की वार्निंग के बावजूद और एनसीपी शरद पवार की वार्निंग के बाद कैंडिडेट नहीं खड़े हुए हैं. खड़े हुए हैं ना.
सवाल किया अरे जवाब सुनो ना. 1 minute, Sushi. 1 point. Sushi, wait. He's not. Let me finish.
What is Gautam Adani?
Let me finish this.
We need to talk about Gautam Adani. I'll tell you why.
मेरा point
Ajit Pawar has said this morning. No, let's bring it up. Ajit Pawar has mentioned it clearly yesterday to a digital platform that when they were deciding to topple the Maha Vikas Aghadi government, Gautam Adani was sitting with Amit Shah and they were engineering the breakup of the Maha Vikas Aghadi. Can you imagine? No, you answer my question. So I'm asking you a question. What is Gautam Adani doing there?
So why don't you ask Sharad Pawar that? Why don't you ask Uddhav Thackeray that? Why don't you ask Sharad Pawar ji and Uddhav Thackeray that question? Why don't you ask?
Project has gone to Gautam Adani. Why is business gone from
Ask him. Okay. All right. We're gonna take a 1 minute to the lady and the gentleman. We're going to take a very short break. We've got to take a short break. When we come back here on the conversation point is who is going to bring development, business, investment back into Maharashtra? Who's got a plan for Maharashtra? The Maha Vikas Aghadi or the Mahayuti? Stay with us.
Deal is locked, babe. I'll see you at the fest.
When you arrive in life, you deserve the best of a drive.
Presenting the dazzling new Desire, the best and beyond.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
Your walls are just OMG. Which paint?
नया बिरला ओपस.
जो पहले से चल रहा है वही लगाना था ना.
नया बिरला ओपस पेंट्स फर्नीचर मार्क से बचाता है. See?
जो पहले से चल रहा है वही.
इनको जमाने से पीछे चलने दो. आप चुनो नया बिरला ओपस पेंट्स.
ओके किड्स, लेट्स प्ले. आप बड़े होके क्या बनोगे?
मैम, आज आप बताओ.
आप बड़े होकर क्या बनोगे?
अभी स्कूल टीचर हूँ, बाद में प्रिंसिपल, फिर रिटायर्ड,
फिर उसके बाद?
हाँ मैम, आप बूढ़े होके क्या बनोगे? अपनी खुशियों वाली रिटायर्ड लाइफ की प्लानिंग करो आज से विद आदित्य बिरला सन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस.
स्टूडेंट, PhD स्टूडेंट.
आप बूढ़े होके क्या बनोगे?
आप सब जानते हैं कांग्रेस का अगला सदर ही आजाद हिंदुस्तान पहला प्राइम मिनिस्टर बने. सबने एकमत होके सरदार पटेल को चुना.
इस पार्टी को, हम सबको सरदार की जरूरत है और देश को जवाहर की.
फ्रीडम एट मिडनाइट 15 नवंबर से सोनी लिव पर.
NSE has been one of the pillars as far as the market infrastructure story is concerned. And you couldn't have built this market without that. It wouldn't have been possible.
For the first time, a national level trading system could be started. People from various parts of the country, through VSAT, they could log on to the system. They had very good price discovery. There was transparency in declaration of the price.
We thought it would take at least 10 years to dematerialize all the shares. So we did it in 2 or 3 years. I think everything we have shown to the world that it's possible, nothing is impossible.
Your client on themselves can change their order, they can execute their order, they can see the movement of the market. And that was a really revolutionary phase kind of a thing for this industry.
Fairness, efficiency, transparency. Those 3 words have been basically the focus of NSE's existence. This is the place where India trusts itself.
I think retail investors now have the right kind of opportunities and multiple opportunities to invest in the brands which are not just creating value for themselves but are actually creating value for the country.
Congrats on 30 years. I think NSE it just has to continue doing what it's doing. It's been doing its job perfectly well.
If you are going to take a bet that this is the fastest growing large economy and it will remain the fastest growing large economy, for many years now, you can take a bet that stock exchanges are going to be the medium, and NSE as the leading stock exchange looks like having a very bright future.
Mama told me to
देखिए, back on. See the banter continues even as we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's continued even when we are on the break. राजीव पांडे जी, आप ही से शुरू करते हैं. कोई आपको चुलबुल कह रहा है, हम आपको कह रहे हैं, आप लॉयर हैं. एक बात की आप वकालत कीजिए कि ये महाराष्ट्र से इन्वेस्टमेंट बाहर जा रहा है, आरोप है, गुजरात जा रहा है, आरोप है. What is the answer to that?
Sir, that allegation is completely false. 54% of FDI has come in Maharashtra last year, and before that, whatever FDI had come Gujarat and Karnataka, more than that has come to Maharashtra. So these are all, Congress party is sir, beach mein mat boliye, please. I will not disturb anybody. This is very sad. If it is lie, you are a liar. You are born liar, sir. Don't say this all these things, sir.
एक बात बताएं.
Let me complete, sir.
उनका काम सुई चुबाना.
I am only saying, sir.
उनका काम सुई चुबाना. वो आप रिएक्ट मत कीजिए. आप मुझे बोलिए.
I am saying, sir. 2 things that I have stated that is available on the every news you can get. But what I'm saying, Congress party has tried a trick in Lok Sabha election in Maharashtra and UP. At both the places they have succeeded. I'm telling you, I'm accepting. One, they are by lying that a constitution, there will be a scrapping constitution and reservation. Now people have realized what has happened in Haryana, you have seen, and what will happen on 23rd, you will see. Okay. What I'm saying, I'm repeating, if we have not done development, we will not be re-elected.
Okay, no, the other thing is, this whole question about this, this whole thing about, do you agree with Rahul Gandhi saying that if we come to power, we'll scrap 50% reservation?
Huh?
1 minute.
Because we'll increase the reservation.
We'll increase. 1 minute. 1 minute. 2 points.
Increase the reservation.
And I don't heckle, so I request not heckling. 2 points I want to make. What Rajiv was saying, he's saying projects, just answer this question. 3 big ticket projects. Tata Airbus, Vedanta Foxconn, and Bulk Drug Park. They were supposed to start in Maharashtra when these people... 1 minute, let me finish.
Let them respond.
The International Financial Center.
I'll give you time to rebut. I'll give you...
Gujarat is also a state in my country. I'm happy. If it goes directly, I don't mind. But Maharashtra में आने के बाद तुम वहाँ भेजते हो कुछ भी नहीं बोलता हूँ सूची में, it was always there. आप कुछ भी मत बोलिए, please.
Allow her to respond.
No, 1 minute. मुझे finish तो करने दीजिए ना. हर चीज का मुद्दे आप कर रहे हैं ना. ये बात जो है वो सच बात बताइए ना. You talk the truth. Yeah, if you're not talking the truth, we are going to interject.
So the allegation you are making is three big ticket projects that you said 54% investment has come.
Plus the International Financial Center.
Okay, wait. Plus the IFC. So Sushi Ben, respond.
All three included, right? There's a great Bohemia appearing that way. So हम तो अभी आपको सुना एक होना ही चाहिए तो ही साथ रहेंगे. That's exactly what we are saying.
एक है तो safe है.
Exactly और नेक है. Nothing wrong in that. Anyway, coming back to these so-called projects going to Gujarat. Number one, all these projects went during the tenure of Uddhav Thackeray, who could hardly govern. He only went 5 times to Mantralaya. When you want this big tickets project to come to Maharashtra, you have to engage with them. No businessman or no business enterprise comes to a state just because I like the face of a person. They have to see the policies, which this government could not give.
So you are saying all these
Allow
three
me to
projects...
complete. Allow me to complete.
I'm asking you only, you are saying all these 3 projects which they just named, along with the IFC, the 4th one, they all went during those 2.5 years of COVID.
Right. Not a lie. Allow me to complete.
I will allow you the rebuttal.
No.
I will allow you the rebuttal. Please don't heckle.
But I'm not going to continue with that. He doesn't agree. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Now, I'll tell you this. It just went no sooner than 1 month than this current progressive government took charge. Trust me, such mega million-dollar projects don't make decisions.
They don't happen overnight. They don't.
Wait.
Please don't.
I'm very glad, Sanjay bhai, you brought up Adani, right? Telangana's
how does that answer the question? Let her respond. No, then you have to allow her to respond.
Hold on, please. Hold on.
Okay.
Let us understand, when Uddhav Thackeray ji was doing the Dharavi project, it was him, on his signature, that the project is gone to Adani. Earlier it was some C-Link or C-Wink or I don't remember. Kuch tha.
Okay.
It was Mr. Uddhav Thackeray who formed the tender and gave the project to Adani. These fellows, hold on.
That's why we are One minute.
It is the truth.
Okay.
I'm telling you. No, hold on. I have not completed.
Okay.
As far as this thing spread कि भाई अदानी ने land ले लिया, I'm speaking with lot of confidence. Truth, not a single inch of land has been given to Adani. There is a Dharavi Development Authority.
Okay.
It is a 50-50% partnership with the government and Adani, and they all land.
Okay.
All
please
land.
yield.
No, hold one more thing.
Ma'am, it cannot become a monologue, so I'm going to request you to yield.
Rest with that authority.
With the authority. All land rests with the authorities. Coming to you. One second.
We have capped the TDR as well. Sanjay bhai.
So 7.5 years is governed by Devendra ji and Eknath Shinde ji, I add. So we are saying we have a CM, we have 2 deputy CM. 2.5 years is governed by Uddhav Thackeray ji. These 2 parties have said, Uddhav ji, you have performed so unwell that we cannot project you as a CM.
What is the voter going to think of anybody or everybody out of the 6 parties in the political fray? Because whatever question you ask them, or whatever question they ask you,
exactly,
there are three fingers pointing back at either side. So at the end of the day, when the voter, is that the reason why most of the voters who we try and go to speak to are quiet? They don't want to say
So
anything.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you my take.
And that's dangerous for either side.
No,
because
I'll tell you my take.
They told you what they felt in the
I'm not going to
elections.
I'm not going to heckle anybody. I'm going to tell you my take. The people of Maharashtra in the Lok Sabha elections have shown what they are thinking.
Okay, 1 minute.
Listen, they've shown what they are thinking.
Okay.
Rajiv Pandey keeps saying that 23rd we will see. Yes, we will see on 23rd what will happen.
Right.
People of Maharashtra are fed up of betrayals. People of Maharashtra, and I'll tell you what, one more, let me finish. People of Maharashtra are fed up of us talking like this also. They don't care how much we are going to hackle each other. What they care is what is there in the ground reality.
Correct. 1 minute. 2.5 years under the Maha Vikas Aghadi, 1.5 years or more under the Mahayuti. Where has been more work that's been done? Who's going to say that to the people of Maharashtra? Or are the Maharashtra voters today looking at the Shetkari on ground, Shetkari, Kisan, farmer, looking on ground saying, मुझे सोयाबीन पे पैसा कौन देने वाला है? Who's going to give me guarantee on soybean? Who's going to allow my onions to be? Who's going to be allowed? Who's going to be given?
Ask them why are the Marathas so angry?
Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Sir, this Maratha reservation bogie, however you raise it,
that's not a laughing matter.
No, it is
a
bogey. 1 minute.
Don't laugh about the Maratha reservation.
Both of you, please.
I have the
No. Sushibén and Sushibén. No. 1 minute. Why did I?
Successively, you have Maratha.
Sushibén, no. Sushibén, please wait. Sushibén, please wait. Yeah. Correct. Sushibén and Clyde Castro. Okay. No, 1 minute. Here is why I said that Maratha reservation bogey. It's not to undermine the demand being made by the Maratha people. It's not that the Marathas have not demanded reservation, and there is a case that they make very strongly for it. It is because when the reservation was given, the courts have rejected it, saying that given the current situation.
And that too for what? Because they did not defend in Supreme Court. When we were in power, High Court upheld that reservation.
Okay.
They have
Okay. Now whatever it is, my point is, whoever comes to power, the Maratha people have to go and see whether or not they can uphold this in the courts. With due deference and also respect to Mr. Sharad Pawar, had he very clearly stated who will lead the party when he decides to retire, who is going to be the second in charge, had he given absolute clarity who are the people, then this situation also...
Don't put words in people's mouth. You don't even know the truth. So let it be.
Please hear me out. I'm saying in this case, and that's the reason why we are saying NCP Ajit Pawar and NCP Sharad Pawar with no disrespect to anybody, although each will claim that the party is there. The court has ruled the symbol in their favor. The court has also said whatever disclaimer court has ruled in their favor. Yeah.
Sir,
How do you see, sir? I don't want to use.
Grateful they haven't vomited.
No, but you are saying this, sir. There are a lot of unparliamentary things that have been said by the Congress Party about Mr. Sharad Pawar, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. I'm not chilling. I'm just saying. Okay, go ahead.
You don't stress.
Go ahead. So, out of 288 seats, how do you see the ball rolling? There's a recent opinion poll that's come which says the numbers are comfortably with the Mahayuti.
Absolutely.
There are ground feedback which say that this could be a repeat, if not more, of what happened in June 2024 in favor of the Maha Vikas Aghadi. What is your understanding? Are you ready to stick your neck out and say how much?
Definitely, this time you will see much better results, and Mahayuti will definitely win.
For you, so how many seats are you saying you'll win?
Comfortably will go beyond the majority mark.
Yeah, so you're still not...
These guys are non-existent in many parts of the part of Maharashtra.
Do you want to put a number, or you're just going to say comfortable majority? Swagata Shah.
100% majority.
100% comfortable
All
majority.
of us will deliver on our seats.
On your seats.
Anand, I wish to say that election will be contested on 3 points. One is development, another is security, and stability. If you see the security, what has changed in across the country, I am saying. The Naxal footprint has gone down. Gadchiroli, when they were in power, Gadchiroli was a hotbed of Naxals and criminals, urban Naxals. So, security, stability, you have already seen, and development. They are trying to make it an emotional issue because they have nothing to show on the development. So what they are saying that BJP has broken these two parties. Who has broken? Do you think that Sharad Pawarji and Ajit Pawarji, such a seasoned leader, can be guided by somebody else? Or Uddhav Sahib Thackeray or Eknath Shinde can be guided by somebody else? It is this division has taken place because of two reasons. One is about Putri Moh. Mahabharata took place because of Bhatri Moh, Pitri Moh, Putra Moh. Mainly Putra Moh of Dhritarashtra. Here it is Putri Moh. So Bhatija said, मेरे को अपने तरफ रास्ते जाऊंगा. So it's a Putri Moh is responsible for division in NCP. 1 second.
Your claim?
This is my claim. I am saying.
May not be the truth.
I am saying. And then you come to Maharashtra, Shiv Sena. Putra Moh. I have to make my son as a deputy CM. What for? There are so many Shiv Sainiks who are fighting. There are so many Shiv Sainiks. You know, Raj Sahib Thackeray contested election in 2009 and defeated in Mahim. So the issue is this Putra Moh, Putri Moh will not serve purpose. And the BJP is contesting election on the basis of development, stability and security. And in that, batoge to katoge line is for the security. They are trying to divide Hindus on the basis of caste lines, and they are trying to create fight among the Indians on the basis of reason, language. So that's why we are saying Congress Party is trying to divide this country on the basis of regional aspect and caste aspect, and that's why we are saying अगर हम बटेंगे तो हम कटेंगे.
और कास्ट सर्वे अभी तक रिलीज नहीं किया कर्नाटक में. जरा पूछिए क्यों नहीं किया?
ठीक है. Okay, for you. As we come down towards the fact that whatever be the lines, whatever the thing, at the end of the day, the narrative on discourse outside is also Aurangzeb versus Chhatrapati Shivaji, 4% reservation for Muslims versus caste on the other side. So there is this whole game. But the reality, real politic, if we were to say, there is a do or die for a lot of people.
Sir, don't compare Aurangzeb, that such a dirty fellow, with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.
That is a
Why you are taking them in one line?
No, 1 minute.
How you can take in one line Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and that bloody Aurangzeb, who was a traitor, who was a mass murderer in this country?
You have raised your voice against me. You know who said this today? That हम लोग हैं जो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज और वीर सावरकर को देखते हैं और वो लोग हैं जो औरंगजेब के पीछे जाते हैं.
तो वो हम और वो आप नहीं किया ना, आपने दोनों लाइन को एक साथ मिला दिया.
मैंने ये कहा कि ये डिस्कोर्स, मैंने बोला ये डिस्कोर्स यहाँ हो गया कि कौन औरंगजेब के साथ है और कौन छत्रपति शिवाजी
के साथ है. हम छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज.
मैं वही डिस्कोर्स की बात कर रहा हूँ. आपको बेकार में गुस्सा होने की जरूरत नहीं. और किसने बोला है वो भी मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. आपके खुद के प्रधानमंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री ने बोला, डीसीएम ने बोला, मैंने उनको कोट किया कि दिस इज द डिस्कोर्स. सो प्लीज डोंट शाउट एट मी.
1 सेकंड मैं एक बात क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ. सुन लीजिए, मैं एक बात क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ. राजीव पांडे गुस्से होकर बात करते, भड़क के बात करते, लेकिन अगर हम लोग औरंगजेब के साथ बोलेंगे तो जो भी है यहाँ पर हो जाएगा.
ठीक है.
So don't say that.
No, I didn't say you.
No, not you. Tell him not to mind his words. I'm talking friendly. I don't heckle. But हम औरंगजेब के साथ है, इसके साथ है, ये ना बात ना बोले. अगर वो चिल्लाना चाहते हैं तो हमें भी आता है. Let's be civil and talk civil. Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We are all sitting inside the political in the studio, but on ground the political discourse has come to dogs and Aurangzeb and Savarkar and Chhatrapati Maharaj and etc. etc. It's gone down. The discourse has gone down. Let's accept that. Why? Because the reality is that this is an election of survival and relevance for a lot of parties in Maharashtra, on this side or this side. Now when you assess this today, from the 4th of June or before that, today, what do you think and where are you placed? When I say you placed, as NCP Sharad Pawar, as a party, and also as the Maha Vikas Aghadi.
So I'll tell you very simple, Anand. I said it in the beginning. We have confidence and faith in the voters of Maharashtra. They have made up their mind. That's what they showed us during the Lok Sabha. Their narrative is we have gone to the drawing board, and fair enough. But I personally, from the ground reality, and I go move in the ground, you know, everybody knows we move in the ground. People of Maharashtra have decided that they want a change. All this talk about development, there has to be development, things have to be done, no doubt about it. But the people of Maharashtra have decided, and let me tell you something, I don't want to get into any fake narrative here and all that kind of talk here now and I don't want to get into anything. People of Maharashtra have decided, and on the 23rd, you are here, they are here, we'll be here.
So you believe you will get majority?
We will get the majority.
Who will be the single largest party from within the Aghadi?
I'll tell you something. I don't want to get into that right now because I have faith in the people of Maharashtra. Let them decide. I don't want
so
to
you
decide
believe
myself.
they will decide?
They will decide.
Okay. And what's the narrative going to be?
Narrative is going to be...
On what basis are they going to vote for you?
They are going to vote for us for a couple of things. One of them is betrayal. Is that what they do not like? Secondly, they know that we are going to help them in good governance and give them development.
All right.
Anand, my closing comments are going to be the couple of things that the other side did not mention at all. And I know why they did not mention it. Unemployment, very high. Rural distress. Inflation, rising even as we talk. Actually, corruption, something that we haven't talked about, and definitely the kind of infrastructure scams that we've seen around, including in Maharashtra. And here is the other point, that voters, when they vote, Anand, it's a combination of these practical realities as well as psychological and emotional factors.
Issue of betrayal, who betrayed the mandate, who betrayed the confidence and trust of the voter, who betrayed whom as far as leadership and succession, Parivarwad, who's been Putrumo, Putrimo or not, or who's played or tried to flex muscle because they are the national player and they have done it at the cost of the regional player. Now these are all aspects, but at the end of the day is the voter also going to think about who's going to give me stability, who's going to give me Vikas in the true sense, who's going to ensure that I am getting a certain level of security, and more importantly, the aspect of asmita or identity. Is that going to come out and play? 288 seats up for grabs. To all the parties in the fray, all the very, very best. Engaging conversation to our panelists. Thank you so much. Namaste.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया.
The next Indian icons, beating everyone on the globe. A new perspective awaits. B6E and XEV9E. Mahindra's electric origin SUVs. Catch them at Unlimit India.
विचार नए हैं तो अब नया विकास हो, पुरानी इस जमीन पे नया इतिहास हो. जरूरतें हैं पानी की जो दूर दूर तक, पियो ना ऊक से पियो जितनी भी प्यास हो. एक बार हमारा नाम लो तो एहसास हो, विचार नए हैं तो अब नया विकास हो. उन उंगलियों की खैर जो धागों को बुनती हों, फ्यूचर का ख्वाब देखो तो तकिए के पास हो. उड़कर चलो ना फ्लाईओवर से तो जानोगे हम कितना कुछ बनाते हैं विकास के लिए. उम्मीदें भर के देते हैं हर एक चीज में हम हैं ना, अगर आपकी उम्मीद खास हो. जुड़े हैं हम 140 करोड़ लोगों से, चारों ओर देखो तो एहसास हो. विचार नए हैं तो अब नया विकास हो. वेलस्पन वर्ल्ड.
अरे ऋषि, आज स्कूल नहीं गए?
3 महीने से फीस नहीं भर पाई तो निकाल दिया स्कूल ने.
कहीं आपके बाद आपके बच्चों के सपने न टूट जाएं. आज ही लीजिए पॉलिसी बाजार पे 2 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, सिर्फ 690 रुपए महीने से शुरू.
अबे गुल्लू, क्या कर रहे हो?
कपाल भाती. यहाँ ऑर्डिनरी प्लाई जैसे हार्मफुल गैसेस नहीं है. खुल के सांस लो.
हाँ, यहाँ सब ग्रीन प्लाई, जीरो एमिशन प्लाई से तो बना है. अबे 1 मिनट, हम भी करते हैं.
शाबाश. ग्रीन प्लाई का जीरो एमिशन प्लाई.